Hi team, and go team go! It's game day. Let's make some guacamole. 5 easy steps. I'm going to show you world's best guacamole. People will be asking you for the recipe, I promise. So let's gather everything together. I've got 4 avocados sitting in this paper bag. You know what? I'll give you the hint on that later. Lemon juice, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, a tomato, a red onion, and some garlic. Are you ready? All right, got your spoon? All right, this one will definitely not make you cry unless it's tears of happiness for the yumminess that guacamole is. All right, I told you about the paper bag. If you get avocados from the grocery store and they're not soft, they're rock hard, and you're like, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to make guacamole. Correct, you may not be able to make it that day, but secret, put them in a paper bag, put them in a lunch sack. This was, fast food sack. Let them sit in there for a couple days and you will get perfectly ripe avocados. Science. Okay, so we're going to do this real quick, and you will hear my ice machine in the background over there because it is game day. We are making ice so we can have some soda or pop. I grew up in Colorado. It was called pop. When I moved down here to the south, it was called soda. When I lived in Texas, everything was called a Coke or a Dr. Pepper. So you just roll with the punches, right? Roll with the punches. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to start with a medium-sized bowl. And again, you know me, I go with that that shake purr, right? So I know I've got 4 avocados. And so I'm going to use 4 shakes each for each avocado, I will use 4 shakes each. Onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and salt. So that ends up looking like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Same thing for the next guy. Onion powder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Step 1, easy peasy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That was the black pepper. Salt. My shaker's missing, so let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How much did that end up giving us? Not a whole lot. And that's probably more than enough. We won't have to use the pepper again. All right, then for each avocado pear, I use 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So because we have 4, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay. Then the next thing I want to do is cut up my red onion. Some people like yellow onion. We like red onion in ours. And I'm cutting it into the teeniest, tiniest bite-size pieces there are. I mean, diced, but diced on a minuscule scale. You don't like them. I don't like just biting and getting straight red onion. I like having the bits of flavor in there and then going, oh, hey, this has a little bit of red pepper or red onion in it. That's a great flavor. Okay, so in order to do that, I always cut on the bottom side. This is the top. I always cut the bottom, and then I cut from the bottom. And I'm just making teeny tiny, itty bitty ant-sized cuts. And then, hey, y'all, while I'm cutting up this onion, favorite teams? What's going on? What do you guys do? Fantasy football, anybody? Okay, now we're ready to go back across. You can see, whoop, 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 whoop. Taking it with me. Taking it with me. Okay, so I'm going to put this up close so you can see that, it's making little tiny like shreds of coconut, tiny. And then I'm just going to cut the very sheerest, teeniest tiny piece off. And then I'll turn it a little bit, and then I'll do the same thing. You just tiny, tiny shears. And then I'll pick it up with my spoon because I want 2 spoons of this. Bring this up to you again. 2 tiny bits. And then we can save that onion for later, especially if you're making tacos. Okay, so we've got that. Now I need the garlic. I have garlic, clove here, and a garlic press. That would be go. Does everybody have a garlic press? So easy. Put in there. That in there. Use your knife. Get that out. Other tip from mom, I always have side bag there to make sure that I can collect up any bits and pieces so we're not making a big mess. Okay, that was 1 clove of garlic. We'll start with that 1 clove. We might put the other one in because that smells pretty strong. Okay, so now we're ready to do the avocados. We've got 4 of them. Just cut from tip to toe, twist to open. And then scoop and slide in little tiny bits. This is a messy job, avocados. Just trying to peel around that seed, the pit, and grab it out of there. We're on the struggle bus again, guys. Struggle bus. It's 5 ingredients, but forgot to tell you that one of the ingredients is very grouchy. There we go. It left a little bit of the seed skin there, so I'm just taking that out. Okay, here we go. So you can see I'm just scooping it out. I'm not really doing anything with it when I scoop it out. I stir it a little bit just to make sure that the lemon juice kind of gets coverage of everything. Helps to keep it from browning. All right, piece de resistance. Everybody cover your ears. You have to have a taste test so you know what you may or may not need to add to it. So 1 chip, 1 taste test. Here we go. It could use that extra, I usually put 2 cloves of garlic in. And I'm going to say it does need that other clove of garlic. We're just going to do that real quick. I love the thin chips. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Did you hear that? Mr. Magoo wants outside. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what it needed. The 2 cloves of garlic. I'm telling you, the recipe will be down below. I have 5 ingredients here. avocado, salt, pepper, garlic, red onion, tomato. We'll say onion powder and garlic powder. That makes it 7. But truly, 5 ingredients. 5 things on hand. You can make an excellent guacamole. The last thing we need to do is this tomato. And you're just going to put it on top because you want to make sure that the acid from the inside of the tomato actually helps the guacamole from turning brown. So you want to add a little bit of tomato to it. So, same thing. I don't know why I work from the bottom, but I work from the bottom. So I'm going to cut the tomato stem out. And I'm going to turn him over and just give it a little tiny cut. So cut off that little bottom end. And then here I'm making 1/4 inch cuts. And then I'm going to sprinkle that on top. So let me get our bowl that we're going to serve this in, and I'll lay it out, and then I'll show you. And we're back. Just a simple bowl. Just a simple bowl. And that spoon you brought along, thank you very much. I need that spoon. We're just going to throw it in there. Of course, I guess I should show you what I'm doing. Fits perfectly in the bowl. Okay. So you see that? And then I'm just going to put the tomato on top. And just spread it out nice and thin. I usually make the guacamole in the morning and let it sit for game time. I like it to be in the fridge for a couple hours before I serve it because that makes it, you know, all the flavors kind of commiserate. They all get together. So here it comes. Delicious. Love it. My favorite. Thumbs up. All right, team. That's it. Happy game day. Love you. Proud of you. See you later. Bye.